It's actually 20,000 trees in Opito Bay, and the wonderful thing is we started planting kauri 15 years ago, 16 years ago. The cones are now forming, so it's a self-fulfilling forest coming together, so we're very, very delighted about that. Kia ora tātou. I'd like to acknowledge the Forum Chairperson, John Mewson, and Deputy Chairperson, Moana Tamariki Pohe. Ngā mihi ko mātua Bobby Newsom. And thank you to both the Hauraki Gulf Forum and Auckland Museum for putting on this conference for all of us to participate in today. It's very timely. Foundation North, I joined a few years ago, and it's been the most enlightening experience in my rather extended life. We have invested about $1.4 billion, of which we return around about $100 million a year back into our coffers, of which about $40 million is given away annually to the people of Auckland and Northland. So we, from a philanthropic point of view, are probably the second largest philanthropic organisation in Australasia. And we're delighted, me personally, to be involved with the Hauraki Gulf Forum. When I was 12, my parents bought me a canoe, which I rigged a sail to and spent many hours with friends sailing on the Henderson Creek in West Auckland, sorry. In those days, I remember the sprats came up the creek with the tide in their thousands. There were very few houses, just vineyards and orchards. That has all changed, and under the banner of progress, those orchards and vineyards are now covered in housing and commercial buildings. And we saw that appalling photo of the boat with all those snapper on there. It was just, let's just take as much as we can. The greed was enormous. People saying, if I don't take it, somebody else will. And that's an issue and an attitude that we need to change. In the mid-70s, my wife and I bought a yacht and sailed to Hauraki Gulf, where I truly fell in love with this marine paradise. Kawau, Great Barrier, Coromandel, Waiheke, Great Mercury Island, and occasional forays to the Bay of Islands. Today, the Gulf needs our help. Overfishing, in Kinabaran, sedimentation, waterways contaminated with nitrogen and heavy metals. I liken the Gulf to a person that is unwell and looking to us to heal her. And notice I use the word her. It has been unwell for too long. Now we must act, be brave, and deliver solutions to bring her back to good health. Foundation North, as I mentioned, is the community trust for the Auckland and Northland region, and is fortunate to have the islands of the Hauraki Gulf incorporated in its funding boundaries. Joining the board of Foundation North as a trustee in 2017, I seized a timely opportunity to combine my personal passions and my new governance responsibilities. I joined a subcommittee of the Foundation's new Gulf Innovation Fund Together initiative, which we now call G.I.F.T. Also, as chair of the Grants Committee at Foundation North and now chair of G.I.F.T, I feel a responsibility to ensure the appropriate funding of projects that will enhance the Māori of the Gulf. G.I.F.T was originally established in 2016 as a $5 million fund over 5 years to ignite innovation to restore the Māori or life essence of the Hauraki Gulf. The concept of Māori sits at the heart of G.I.F.T's intent. As well as looking for what's going to improve the physical well-being of the Gulf, G.I.F.T is looking for changes to people's attitudes, to their emotional, spiritual, cultural and felt connections with land and sea. Foundation North recognises the importance of mātauranga, Māori, and engagement with mana whenua in growing deeper collective understanding of work to improve the health of the Gulf. We are developing the principles of engagement with iwi and Māori, which will underpin the relationships such as kaitia akitanga, mana akitanga and Māori. With the help of our Māori staff and advisors over here, we will look at applications through a cultural lens for alignment with the Foundation's Māori strategy, and we will socialise the kaupapa of G.I.F.T with iwi and Māori. This is the beauty of innovation. We realise that to see innovation in others, we have to innovate ourselves. This is a prototype, and we are constantly learning and evaluating so that we can share what we are learning with others. As part of the G.I.F.T fund, in addition to grants, support is also provided for learning and evaluation. One of our businesses is Centre for Social Impact Evaluators, which we have Rachel Trotman on board, and she helps grantees to capture and share what worked with their project. So it's no good just giving money out. We want to know if it's going to work. And that might take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but we evaluate as we go along, so that we can identify potential next steps. To date, 21 G.I.F.T projects have been completed, and 6 of these projects have had a case study written up and published on the G.I.F.T website, which is giftoftthegulf.org.nz under What We Have Learned tab. And I ask you to go to our Foundation North website to check the stories that we have there. Key learnings from the case studies completed to date include a very small amount of funding can yield incredible results with talent and passion, when talent and passion lead that project. Innovators need to be supported to take designs to the next level and gain appropriate resourcing. It is cost effective to prototype good ideas. The timing may not always be right when you approach us for good ideas, and in some sectors, relationships, trust and cooperation need building. So come in early. We'll help you through that pathway of realising your idea can help improve the mahi of the Gulf. On top of these learnings, we have seen encouraging signs of impact, such as the development of a seabird smart fishing assurance scheme, which was prototyped with commercial longline fishers. And the Young Ocean Explorers platform is motivating changes in schools and in the lives of school children to take care of the Hauraki Gulf. G.I.F.T supports the work of individuals, limited companies, researchers, not-for-profits, and iwi and Maori groups. G.I.F.T has supported an iwi-based project for Ngaitai youth run by Te Toki Voyaging Trust. But rather than talk about it, I'd just like to show a short video clip of what we're doing. Thank you.
So Rangatahi Kaitiaki 2018 is a pilot project that aims to empower our young people to become caretakers of the Hauraki Gulf.
Anybody know what kind of bird?
It was this real fusion of our own cultural knowledge specific to Ngaitai, but also shared amongst others, and the voices of our scientists.
It's the way that not only the waka is used as a vehicle to transport their thoughts, to transport their actions.
We got into those more specific workshops where they went over to the stream and tested nitrogen levels, phosphorus, temperature, water quality, salinity, looked through the clarity tubes.
But it's also the marae that's used, the people that we have surrounding us and supporting us.
I mean, we got so excited when we saw the fund on the website. Just from the first glance how embracing G.I.F.T was of innovation. We can learn in a really open way about what we've just done and then take it forward, and it may slightly step to the left or step to the right, and we can follow the modi of the project. I've spent so many years, probably 10 years, dreaming about a rangatahi kaupapa for this community that would bring our young people here and make them excited about their connection to this place.
Thank you. Lisa. At this early stage of the fund, the outcomes and impacts of the fund are emerging with great potential. Environmental change in the Gulf will take years to achieve, and G.I.F.T is small in relation to the scale of complexity of the issues. We are, however, seeing people who normally work alone come together through the G.I.F.T fund, and the cumulative work adds up to raised awareness and action for change. There are many potential channels for change. What we are also seeing, however, are persistent barriers to change. And I think we're all aware of those, around mindsets, behaviour and inaction. lack of Hauraki Gulf protections, including inadequate and outdated legal and regulatory frameworks. 0.03% of the Gulf is actually protected, and that's appalling. Siloed investments and thinking, instead of catchment scale, systemic and mountain-to-sea approaches. Population growth and urban development adding to pressures, and that's not going to stop. The scale of the challenges and resources required to address them. There are no easy answers to any of these issues, but a choppy sea can be navigated. We can at least start to try to move levers for change. Foundation North will make connections, host conversations, and look for energy in the system for change. Through GIFT, we can let Maori flow, connect GIFT applicants and grantees with other potential investors and supporters, support GIFT grantees, trustees and teams to engage with Maori, build relationships, community capacity and community for change. Make the issues visible and personal and identify things we can all do to build a collective sense of responsibility and widespread action for the Hauraki Gulf. Listen to what the Gulf is telling us and support those voices to be heard and acted upon. In February this year, GIFT made its first system-level grant, a 3-year grant to Sustainable Business Network's GulfX project. SBN sees this project as a mission that anyone can join. I encourage anyone who hasn't to sign up to get updates. And here's a little clip about GulfX and our involvement. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Lisa. I must also commend the New Writer family at Rakino. I can't see Sue or they in the room. We've made many visits out there, absolutely stunning. There you are. It's what they've done personally over the years to enhance that place is just amazing. I encourage you to get out there. We're supporting the forum here today in another way. You'll notice a video booth, and somebody's mentioned that, here at the event, which we have provided for the day to capture your thoughts. Please visit the booth at some point and have your say. Our GIFT Year 3 report will be out in November, but if you don't want to wait until then to find out more about the fund, just have a chat with one of our team in the GIFT t-shirts, and you can't miss them. So in closing, I began by mentioning the original mission of GIFT, which was a 5-year, $5 million fund. I will close by announcing that Foundation North has committed a further $2 million of investment into the GIFT fund and has removed the constriction of a 5-year time frame. So we're delighted to be able to announce that today. The Hauraki Gulf is a special taonga. We can talk about it all we like, but we need to take action. We need to be brave and be prepared to engage with new people about some tough issues, and we will be there with you along the way. Have a great conference. Ngā mihi.